Under President Biden, the cost of food alone has risen nearly 20%. But according to one of his chief economic advisors, Americans love Bidenomics.
Real wages are up. That's the first thing to be clear about. Real wages are higher than they were before the pandemic, and they're especially higher for middle and low wage workers. I got to live in the real world, in the real history, and in the real world, real wages are beating prices. That is a very welcome trend. So when someone tells you Americans don't like Bidenomics, it's false. Americans approve of the components above 80%.
Our next guest says the spin is filled with half-truths. Mitch Roschelle is a founding partner with Macro Trend Advisors. He joins us now to explain. You know, Mitch, when I saw this interview yesterday on Fox News Sunday, I immediately thought of you and could only imagine what your thoughts were on this.
So full disclosure, I watched it this morning while shaving, and thankfully, good thing you're a doctor, because I could have cut myself shaving, screaming at. So real wages are the difference between actual wages adjusted for inflation, right? So the rate of inflation year over year is coming down. But if you look at cumulative wages since Biden took office and adjust that for inflation, people are behind. We would not have a record amount of credit card debt if people were doing so great. We wouldn't have 60+% of Americans disapproving of the economy. And look at gasoline. It's almost $4 a gallon again. So I can't understand how Jared Bernstein, the president's chief economic advisor, can say that people are happy with Bidenomics.
Well, and in the interview, he also went on to tout saying that under President Biden, 13.5 million jobs have been brought back to the market. I think 10 million of which, Shannon said, is because of COVID recovery. And then he also points to, well, we understand that home prices are not affordable, so we're just going to support low-income house credits. But how is that good for the long term?
No, it's not good for the long term. So let's just go to job recovery for a second. Biden loves to talk about how he's created more jobs than any other president. Fact of the matter is, if we just look at this summer, the pace of job growth is actually slowing considerably. So we're creating less than 200,000 jobs a month. We need more than 200,000 jobs a month just to keep up with the growth in the population. So right now, the job market, which has been the only good story in this economy, the job market looks like it's starting to teeter.
Well, and quickly, we can just show a full screen showing what the inflation has been like under President Biden. It has gone up for the most part, a little bit going down over the summer, and then starting to tick back up again as summer continues on. Thank you so much, Mitch, for breaking this down for us. Appreciate you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.